Welcome to Artificial Intelligence in Education, Constructing a Chatbot. The lecture will begin by providing a short overview before detailing the learning outcomes and talking about how to construct a chatbot, after which the lecture will then come to a close. This lecture considers how you might go about constructing a chatbot for use with your learners. Your chatbot can be as elaborate as you wish to make it, or as simple as you would like to create. The exercises will help you understand two ways to go about chatbot construction, and you can use these same style of examples with your learners and chatbot, or develop a totally different one. Overall, the aim is to explore the process in order to gain an understanding of what is involved with development. The learning outcomes are twofold. First, gain an understanding of chatbot development, and second, create a working chatbot for use with language learners. Constructing a chatbot. In the following exercise, you will look at two chatbots based on existing content. The first is Make Me Happy, and the second, the Sphinx Riddle Bot. After completing this section, you will have a chance to develop a chatbot of your own. Chatbot 1, Make Me Happy. For this exercise, we will create a simple chatbot using machine learning for kids. This is a great website to explore regarding machine learning and the various projects that can be created with it. You can learn more about it and the projects that can be developed using machine learning models by watching the video Machine Learning for Kids. The URL for that is on screen. You might like to do that in your own time. The following exercise is based on an existing project that you can download from that site called Make Me Happy, and the download link is also available on screen for you. The objective is to teach a computer to recognize compliments and insults. So this can help you to understand how computers can be trained to recognize tone and how supervised learning builds systems that can deal with unexpected input. Such a system can also be used with language learners to work with and improve their vocabulary and writing skills. Development steps. The following instructions are those that can be found in the Make Me Happy Easy worksheet. 1. To start building the Make Me Happy project, go to machinelearningforkids.co.uk. 2. Click Get Started. 3. Click Try Now. 4. Click Add a New Project. And then 5. Call your new project Make Me Happy and set it to learn how to recognize text. Then click the Create button. 6. You should now see Make Me Happy in the list of your projects. Click on it. 7. Now click the Train button. 8. Click on Add New Label and call it Kind Things. Do that again and create a second label called Mean Things. 9. Click the Add Example button in Kind Things and type in the nicest, kindest compliment that you can think of. 10. Click on the Add Example button in the Mean Things bucket and type in the meanest, cruelest insult that you can think of. 11. Repeat the above two steps until you have at least 6 items under each label. 12. Click on Back to Project. 13. Click on the Learn and Test button. 14. Click on the Train New Machine Learning Model button. 15. Wait for the training to complete. 16. Once the training is complete, a text box will be displayed. Try testing the machine learning model to see what the computer has learned. Type something kind and press Enter. It should be recognized as kind. Type something mean and press Enter. It should be recognized as mean. You can also test it with examples that you have not shown it before to see how it responds. You can go back and add more examples if you wish, or continue on. 17. Click the Back to Project link. 18. Click the Make button. 19. Click the Scratch 3 button. 20. Click the Open in Scratch button, and you should see new blocks from the project at the bottom of the list. 21. Delete the cat sprite. 22. Create a new sprite by clicking on the paint icon. 23. Draw a face without a mouth in the Costumes tab. 24. Right-click on the costume and click Duplicate. Do that once more so that you have 3 copies of the costume. Make sure that you're duplicating the costume and not the sprite. 25. Name the 3 costumes Not Sure, Happy, and Sad. Type the names into the white box for the costume name. 26. Draw a mouth on each of the costumes. The Not Sure face should have a straight line. The happy face should have a smile. The unhappy face should look sad. 27. Click the Code tab and enter the following script. The Recognize Text Label block is a new block added by your project. If you give it text, it will recognize it as kind things or mean things based on the training that you provided to the computer earlier. 28. Click the green flag to test the system. 29. Type in a message and watch it react. Type a kind message and press enter. The character should smile. Click the green flag again. Type a mean and unkind message and press enter. The character should look sad. This should also work for messages that you did not include in your training. Congratulations! The chatbot is complete. So here, in this example exercise, you have started to train a simple chatbot to recognize text as being kind or mean. Instead of writing rules to be able to do this, such as using a decision tree, examples have been provided to train the system using a machine learning model. This model uses supervised learning constructs with the computer learning from the examples provided to it, which then allows it to recognize new messages. Chatbot 2, Sphinx, the Riddlebot. In the next example, the Sphinx Riddlebot was developed from an existing template found on the Snatchbot website called Quiz Education Bot, and the link for that website is on your screen. The Sphinx Riddlebot contains 17 interactions. These include a welcome message called Welcome, 5 questions, first through 5th question, 10 responses to those questions as correct answer, incorrect answer, correct answer 2, incorrect answer 2, and so on, as well as a closing message called total. The closing message provides a goodbye and totals the number of correct and incorrect answers in order to respond appropriately to the user. The welcome bot message is as follows. Hello there. My name is Sphinx, the Riddlebot, and I love riddles. Do you like riddles? I have 5 riddles for you to answer. Get ready and click the Let's Go button to begin. If you look on screen, you can see that on the left-hand side, there is some square brackets at the bottom of the welcome message, but users do not see what is in the square brackets. This helps us to track their score and provide this in the total or closing bot message. And you can see on the right-hand side what the user will experience. Once the user clicks on Let's Go, they'll be taken to the first question with the bot message, I help you from your head to your toe. The more I work, the smaller I grow. What am I? The connections for the bot message associated with the first question are the following. If response to this action contains all of soap, then go to correct answer. Using contains all of instead of exactly matches as a condition allows for accepting those answers that may be written in a wider scope, such as a bar of soap. If the user answers correctly, they'll be taken to correct answer with the bot message, "Congratulations, that is the right answer. Click on next riddle to continue." Here again, you can see that there are square brackets that provide the information that we'll be using to total the user's score. If the user answers incorrectly, they'll be taken to incorrect answer with the bot message, "Too bad, that isn't right. The answer is soap. Click on next riddle to continue." And you can see again we have the square brackets, and the difference here is that this incorrect answer is provided a weight of 0, so they'll get 0 for that question, answering it incorrectly, and the correct answer has a weight of 1. When they finish using the Sphinx Riddle bot, the closing message total shows the following bot message: "You got," whatever number it might be, "riddles correct out of 5. If it was 5, it would say, "You really aced it, congratulations." If it was 4, it'll just say, "Congratulations, you missed only 1 question." 3, "Not bad, you only missed 2 questions. Next time, you might best me." 2, "Okay, that is not bad. Well, you're not the worst. Try again and best me." And if they get 0, "Unfortunately, all your answers are wrong. I told you, I'm a riddle bot. Try again if you dare to best me." So now that you have a general understanding of how the Sphinx Riddlebot works, go ahead and spend 10 minutes interacting with it on Telegram. And you will notice that this kind of chatbot is clearly using a decision tree style. The link is available to you on screen, and you can go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's consider workbook activity 10.3 now. The question is, 10.3, how would you apply use of one of the chatbots from the exercise, Make Me Happy, or the Sphinx Riddlebot, with a class of language learners that you teach or intend to teach? Take 5 minutes and respond in the associated workbook now. Chatbot development. Now, it is your turn to experiment with the creation of a chatbot. You can use any chatbot development tools or sites that you prefer to complete this exercise. For this exercise, planning is key, and so is the selection of a target platform that you can comfortably work with to develop your chatbot. You might consider one of the following: Snatchbot, IBM Watson Assistant, BotMake.io, or Scratch. As an alternate, you might prefer to use Scratch Junior. Workbook Activities 10.4 and 10.5. Once you have selected a development tool, spend a minimum of around 6 hours to create a simple chatbot that your students or potential students can interact with in some fashion. It can be limited to 5 questions or fewer, as in the Sphinx Riddlebot example introduced earlier, or it can be more complex if you wish. Think through what functionality your chatbot will provide to the user. This might be anything from a simple fun game style of interaction, a choose-your-own-adventure story, a way for learners to find out information such as how to write an essay, and so on. You will also need to consider the chatbot persona or its personality. For example, it might represent you or an historical figure. If following a decision tree model, contemplate the kind of questions or prompts that your target users might use with your chatbot. Write these out, along with the responses that the chatbot will provide. You will also need to develop appropriate responses to questions or user prompts that the chatbot is not designed to answer. Once this is complete, include this in the associated workbook. You can do this graphically or using text like that provided as an example for Sphinx. If you have used training data with your chatbot instead, then provide a list of the data that you supplied the model. In addition, respond to the following in the associated workbook. 10.4a. What is the name of your chatbot? 10.4b. What is the name of the development tool that you relied upon to create your chatbot? 10.4c. What is the URL where your chatbot is located, if it has one? 10.4d. What does the decision tree or training data for your chatbot look like? 10.5a. How is the functionality of your chatbot useful for your learners or potential learners? 10.5b. How would you apply this chatbot with your learners or potential learners? Provide a brief example use case. In this section, you garnered an understanding of how chatbots work and how they can be created with machine learning and decision trees. You also developed a working chatbot for use with your language learners. I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to this lecture. I trust that you have found it interesting and worthwhile and have learned something in the process. Thank you.